Opposite end of the spectrum, Jimmie Johnson. he's had a rough day today with the two wrecks and finishing that one off today.
Yeah, how about that? Two Cup Series owners racing in the Truck Series.
Put Lane Riggs into the top five with that move around Majeski and that bright yellow number 88.
Lane Riggs has the newest tires. Hit it on lap 13. You mentioned he's up to 4th.
Parker Kligerman uses his strategy. Raced his way just ahead of Lane there. Lane number 75 truck.
One thing that's really changed for these guys from practice to where they're at right now is we see Chandler Smith on pit road.
Josh Chandler is coming your way.
Yeah, for Chandler Smith, this is his first stop of the day. He said he's struggling with rear grip, especially in the concrete section, but still feels like the truck is really going on the long run. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel for the 38. Amanda?
Yeah, Joshua Larkin has 19 laps completed for Caden Honeycutt to come into for his first pit stop. Saw Scott Simonelli make that impressive call, but he said that he needed lateral grip to get going again, David.
Finishing up the stop there on the 11, and here comes Gio Ruggiero in the 17 truck to get his service.
See them plug him in. He's filling up with Sunoco race fuel with zero carbon bioethanol. These guys are going to be happy to get those fresh tires, especially Caden Honeycutt.
That's his second trip to pit road. We saw him early in the race on lap 4 or 5 come to pit road and make an adjustment. They knew they did a lot of work on that truck.
Yeah, and I think for Honeycutt and the guys that stayed out there, Jimmie Johnson, Chandler Smith, all those guys that stayed out on those old tires, they really got a sense of what a long run was going to be like, and then take it a little bit further. So that's what you're going to have to do in this last stage. I mean, you're going to have to run, 16, 17 laps as you make that final charge in stage 3.
Lane Riggs on the inside of Parker Kligerman. Kyle Majeski in the 88 looking on.
Lane Riggs trying to pick up that extra spot. He does it. Ty Majeski is on the move, getting a little impatient on the bumper. Parker Kligerman.
Parker always does a great job at pretty much anything that he jumps in. He's not full-time in anything, but every time he gets behind the seat, the 75 truck has always been.
Well, Lane Riggs who won stage 1 elects a short pit stage 2. He said he needs more lateral grip in the truck. Still, it'll be no adjustments for them, just 4 tires and fuel.
See a lot of trouble on that left rear tire right there, Michael. That's going to be a pretty slow pit stop.
And pitting reverse like this, a lot of times it's just that timing gets off just a little bit. That muscle memory is challenged.
And I think that situation right there, the truck just the tire got caught in the left rear fender well right there, and they couldn't get the tire. It looked like the jack might not have been quite high enough to just get that tire straight off.
When you got the speed that he had, such a little mistake like that is definitely a setback. You don't want to give up anything, but certainly he can overcome that.
So Parker Kligerman, the 75, out front for the second time today. Ty Majeski just behind him. Ty Majeski, on the other hand, he was pretty optimistic this morning about what they had in the setup.
He was fast as they can be.
Finished second, Michael.
Right up front all day long, really fast. Loves road racing, student of the game, as all these guys are, especially over the last couple of weeks, right? They have been studying some laps, taking some laps on sim, really working hard to be ready for this day.
I'm just impressed that the axles are still in that 88. After that moment that he had earlier in the race with that wheel hop, and for those axles not to be broken, pretty impressive. But he got a little bit lucky right there and didn't run into anything and able to
debris on
keep
the
that
track
truck going straight and doing a good job.
That was probably one of the coolest saves I've ever seen, because he was out of control for a long time and was able to keep it off of other trucks and keep it going in the right direction.
For people maybe watching casually and they don't know, like, when we come to a brand new place like this, how do these guys prepare? Kevin, I know you spent a little time on iRacing, which was incredible, by the way. We were able to get an idea what this whole track layout was like. But what are these guys doing? What do they gain from that? And how similar is it to the real thing?
Well, most likely they've been prepping for this race for a few weeks now to be able to start to get the visuals down, to be able to memorize this racetrack. And as you got closer to race week, then you would get in the simulator and start working on your setup stuff.
Oh.
Cruise kind of.
Big hit.
Oh, Jamie
That's gonna be a
McMurray.
call.
Had those brake problems earlier.
Big damage. He's a lap off the pace when this happened. Looks like he's going to be riding the bull.
I wasn't going to say it, Michael, but I think you're right.
That's
That bet with Clint Boyer, if he could beat Clint Boyer's finish of 29th, but he's got big issues here.
flat right front tire. See the fender torn loose there.
Yeah, we saw that foot up on that truck earlier. Not sure what they were working on right there or what happened right here. I'm sure we'll find a replay.
This is his worst fear, not being able to, you know, he talked about being nervous about this
16.
opportunity.
Turn 16 has been a problem for so many trucks.
Wheel hop, yep.
Not sure something didn't break on the right front before that.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I agree with you right there, Mike. I'm not so sure that the right front tire or something didn't go down.
Yeah, that's just too abrupt for Jamie to.
Man, he hit that fence hard. You see
Look at
that
it.
whole barrier
That ball
move
out
back.
like 6 inches. Final lap of stage number 2.
Little contact right there. See, Ty Majeski into the back of Parker Kligerman. He knows how important these stage points are. If you're going to stay out on this strategy, you want to win this stage.
Parker says, not so quick, young man.
Parker says, I want to win this. Ty Majeski says, I'm full time. I need these points in the championship hunt.
Yeah, as they exit turn 12 right here, down towards turn 13. Ty's going to have a couple more opportunities under these braking